Hello, I'm Lisa Kessler. I am a best-selling author, intuitive tarot card reader, and the creator of the new Practical Tarot deck. I also wrote the Practical Tarot Method, how to read tarot cards intuitively. And I was asked to talk about the top 5 ways that I think you can improve your intuition. And this is one of my favorite topics because I'm such a big believer in trusting your intuition. So let's get down to business. Number 1, tarot cards. Tarot cards are a tool, and they are a great tool for getting in touch and learning to trust your intuition. So how could you use them? Great way to start is to pull one card each day and have that be your focus. So let me pull one for you. Oh my gosh. Okay, I really did shuffle, but this is actually the cover of the book, but this is the Magician. And the Magician is all about manifesting and manifesting quickly. So if I drew this card at the beginning of the day, I would write down, what can I manifest? What can I make real today? And then whatever your intuition answers, write that down. At the end of the day, you come back and you jot down what actually happened that day. Did you say yes to things that you might have hesitated on before because you remembered this card, right? Did opportunities show up and you went, oh my gosh? Write those things down because all those little successes help you to trust your intuition. And again, tarot cards, pull a different card every day for a week. Try it for a month until you get really confident with when you turn over that card, something pops in your head, and then you focus on that for the day, right? So give that a whirl. Next up, meditation. Meditation is a great tool for clearing your mind, getting it to be quiet so that you can be present. The gift of being present is that your intuition can notice things around you that you may have overlooked before. Signs, synchronicities, strange meetings with people where you're like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I needed. All of those things are happening because your brain is quiet enough to pay attention to your intuition, right? You might be thinking about something and needing a solution, and a song comes on the radio and the lyrics are exactly the answer. Your intuition was pinging on that song. So pay attention, meditate. They say that there is nothing to fear in the present. Fear lives on worrying about what's happening tomorrow or next week, or worrying about what did happen last week, right? If you can be very present, your intuition can sing. Listen to it, whisper. So meditate. And I am not a terrific meditator. I'm not talking about a big 30-minute meditation. I'm talking 5 or 10 minutes. 5 or 10 minutes where you can be quiet with your thoughts, right? You can also, I'm going to go back to step number 1, pull a tarot card and meditate on that if you need a focal point. But meditation will help you to get to the point where you can hear your intuition. All right? All right. Number 3 is journaling. Journaling can be very helpful because you can read it later. A lot of times we have these amazing signs that we get, but we go through life and we forget. We forget that we followed our intuition last week and it led to a job opportunity, right? So write it down, journal about these things. I also wrote down that you can write notes about what you think will happen today. Write positive notes to yourself. I think today I will get a new opportunity for a public speaking spot. Write that down in your journal. At the end of the day, go back and write what actually happened during the day. Because again, when you can read these successes where your intuition brought you to the right spot, that makes it easier to trust it and not talk yourself out of it. All right? All right. Number 4, get out in nature. So A lot of times stress makes our brain very busy. We can't hear our intuition when we're constantly worrying, our brain's churning about work and home and your kids and all that kind of thing. Go out in nature. When you go out in nature and you're under that big sky, it's a huge reminder that you are here for a reason. You are part of something bigger. Just you being here is a miracle, right? Then once that calmness of nature settles in, I want you to notice what you're seeing. Take pictures if you need to. Take pictures of the animals you see, the plants you see, the flowers you see. Because you're noticing them, that's your intuition. So when you get home, you could even look up on the internet and find out what's the spiritual meaning of a squirrel. They have one. And that might really get your intuition going. There's a reason that you looked to the right and saw that squirrel, all right? So getting out in nature can really lower the stress level and also make your intuition really sing to you, all right? All right, and the final tip, trust and act on your intuition. That is the hardest part because for our whole lives, people have been telling us, oh, that's your imagination, right? So learning to trust and listen to your intuition is difficult, but the next step is to take action. And the reason it's important is because when you take action and when miracles start to happen, that is when you start trusting your gut. That is when you trust that intuitive knowing. And instead of talking yourself out of it, you catch yourself going, I am going to take that opportunity. This is right for me, right? And the more you do that, you strengthen your trust and you are more able to listen. So it's all a circle. It's just a cycle. But I hope that these tips will really help you because I have seen so many of my clients manifest these incredible lives. And it happens because once we learn to trust our higher knowing, our intuition, anything is possible. Anything. Go get them.